So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to what's going to be my next playthrough, which I kind of half lied about because I said I was going to do Minish Cap. But I will still play Minish Cap. I will just play it in conjunction with this because I have a real itching to play some Zelda. Probably couldn't get any more authentic than this without buying an N64, which is pretty costly given everything. So let's begin, because I actually have never played the N64 version of this game, and I actually had to... Oh god, they're going to make me use the stick. How do you... There we go. I was literally about to scream. How do you set up the controller? Left stick is the... Well, there's only one... Oh god, I hate this controller. C stick on the right stick. Oh no, this is a nightmare. I hate this controller. Did I ever mention that? These are not bound? Let's make this the virtual console menu. That kind of makes sense, right? Because there's only the start button. We don't need this many. This is bound to the trigger. Oh no. Oh no, there's a reason why I play this on the GameCube. I'm remembering now. This is a nightmare. These aren't even bound. B and A are bound to B and A. We'll roll with it. It's the price of playing the N64 version. Oh yeah, that's right. Wait. Whatever. We'll just deal with it. So my name is, of course... Oh, this is why I really hate using a thumbstick for something like this. My name is going to be Link, because that's just my name. That's actually my name in real life. That's factual. Yes. What is the D-pad bound to? Is there a D-pad on the N64? What's on the left side of the controller? I think there might be. Long have I served as the guardian spirit. I am known as the Deku tree. Children of the forest, the Kokiri, live here with me. Each Kokiri has his or her own guardian fairy. It's gonna take forever to get used to this. However, there is one boy who does not have a fairy. I'm sure this is the most playthrough game on YouTube ever. That is very loud, all things considered. Maybe next to, like, Super Mario Bros. 3. Good old Ganon. And yeah, I would have played the 3DS version, but I could not get that to work, and I don't even think I own that physically anymore. Navi, Navi, where art thou? Come hither. Oh, Navi the fairy, listen to my words, the words of the Deku tree. Dost thou sense it, the climate of evil descending upon this realm? Malevolent forces even now are mustering to attack our land of Hyrule. For so long, the Kokiri Forest, the source of life, has stood as a barrier, deterring outsiders and maintaining the order of the world. But before this tremendous evil power, even my power is as nothing. It seems the time has come for the boy without a fairy to begin his journey. A youth whose destiny it is to lead Hyrule to the path of justice and truth. Navi, go now, find our young friend and guide him to me. I do not have much time left. Fly, Navi, fly. The fate of the force, nay, the world depends upon thee. I'll say this. I'm going to use one known exploit of this game that apparently exists in every version besides the 3DS version, just to kind of save time. It'll at least make life easier so we don't have to do as much running around later, and we can maximize rewards. I'm going to cut it out, but I'm just letting you know now ahead of time. I'm going to aim to do the Skulltula glitch, because I don't particularly want to hunt them down. That's too much work. But that won't even happen until after we complete Jabu Jabu's belly. Actually, it can happen sooner than that, but I'm not going to do it any sooner than that. So that way I can get the nut upgrade and not have to worry about missing it during the trading sequence as Adult Link. Hello, Link. Wake up. The great Deku Tree wants to talk to you. Get up. Hey, come on. Can Hyrule's destiny really depend on such a lazy boy? I think they did the Resident Evil 2 thing. These are 2D interior backgrounds. Finally woke up. I'm now by the ferry. The Great Deku Tree asked me to be your partner from now on. Nice to meet you. The Great Deku Tree has summoned you, so let's get going right now. It is going to be terrible getting used to this. I will give the GameCube version that. The GameCube has like enough well-placed buttons, you don't really have to worry about that. I'm not a fan of the N64 controller. Yahoo! Hi, Link. Can you climb this? No, you cannot. Okay. Alright, see ya. What does the menu look like if I pull it up? Oh, it is really fast compared to the Game Boy Advance version. I've been playing too many GBA games. Can we get a... There's no screen settings, is there? No, there isn't. It's just controller settings. Oh well. Unlike the Game Boy one, you can't like get a whole bunch of cool options. You can only get a select few. Now, if I remember right, we need... Can you grab this? No, you can't. You can only cut them. These literally paper-thin fences. Okay. So the whole point of the first part of the game is just to get the sword, and I believe you also need the shield. They won't let you leave without it. Even though you can basically play most of this game without a shield. Oh, nice. Just follow the boulder. And this gets us the sword. And from here to the sword, we can, I think, cut down and just buy the shield. I'm just cutting down grass. Okay. A was blue, apparently, on the N64. Was that like a early run thing? Or was only certain regions that was a thing? Because I remember, every N64 I remember had a red B button. I don't know if that was just a late run thing, because I don't know much about the console, because I honestly, I never owned an N64. And I want to own an N64, actually. Where is it? Why is this? Oh, I see. Okay. Does it in reverse. Okay. Let's see. Wow, that is lightning fast compared to the GameCube. Alright. That I can live with. Oh, come on. Okay. I actually really appreciate that. That's pretty cool. It's so quick. I guess this version runs faster. Oh no, is it this unlock? Oh crap. Is there a way to not be unlocked? I don't think there's an options menu in this game, is there? I might have to like legitimately quit. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I don't prefer lock, and it's not letting me unlock. Oh, you have to hold? That is the weirdest thing I think I've ever had to do in a Zelda game. Can you pick these up by any chance? I guess not, no. Okay, well that's not something I'm ever going to get used to and feel comfortable with. Yeah, I usually like to turn Zelda lock on to hold as opposed to toggle, because it just makes more sense in my head with a lock on to have to hold it. I blame Metroid Prime for that. But yeah, I'm just kind of used to that. It just makes sense in my head to want to do that. No, I definitely know you can pick these up. Yeah, here we go. It's the... Of course, the second I start recording, the curse never stops. And I did... The window is closed. That's just that loud, naturally. Because why not? I would give you the same old story of it was quiet for 2 hours before I started recording, but at this point, that's literally every recording session I've done in the past, like, 3 years. It was quiet as a mouse, nothing happened. If I'm not recording at 4 in the morning, I'm just shit out of luck. That's basically how that goes. I actually should probably see how much the shield is, because I do think that you get it from, Oh, nice. This is vibration enabled. You know why? Because I used to play on the game, the Wave Bird, which has no vibration. Yeah. Can I enter without doing that? Thank you. How much is this shield? 40 rupees? Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. That's ridiculous. And there's no, like, free shield that you can get either. Okay, don't you get some if you jump across here, I think? Something like that. I think it's the other one. You get it if you go in reverse? No. Okay. So I think maybe in someone's house they might have a lot of rupees, and I think there's some up top as well. You can also cut grass to get rupees, but these are just hearts. I definitely don't need hearts. Especially since this is an older Zelda, hearts drop all the time. Which is probably the one thing, I mean, the games were designed for that. It is going to be terrible trying to fight that lock-on. I actually should see if I can, So the start button is the red button, the B button is the green button, and the A button is the blue button. What the hell happened? That is that. That's quite something. Okay. I think you can get 3 out of this bush, maybe. No, I guess only 2. I think there might be some behind this house over here. Just because. Listen, I wanted to play it on this old-ass version. I mean, I guess I get what I get. But yeah, I do plan on doing that. I don't like hunting down the Skulltulas. I find them to be one of the most annoying pickups in the world because you need to basically have a bottle of bugs constantly. It's kind of like the pose in Twilight Princess a bit, but the pose are a bit easier to get to, in my opinion. And I just prefer them, especially since now I haven't played the original version. I guess you cannot pick these up. Yeah, they're just there for targeting practice, apparently. But the pose in Twilight Princess I actually don't mind, because the pose, quite literally, you can now hunt them in the day, which is a massive improvement, because I think before they would just run away if nighttime ended, and now you could just wait around and just grab them during the day, so why not? Let's see, I don't care. Steal this shit. 1 rupee. That's right. Okay, we're good. Might as well take the rest of it, though. Obviously, when I have a house, I just store all my money inside of big chests. I put $1 bills inside them. Because I'm very smart. But yeah, at least this way we'll be able to get the Mask of Truth easily, which will then let us be able to get, the Deku Nut upgrade. And you can, I mean, I guess I should also get the Deku Stick upgrade. Just because I think that will help out in the long run. I never understood why Navi flies towards the camera. Because you can see her clipping down there at the bottom. No, okay. Actually, can you buy these at all? I think, do you need sticks in the original version? I think when you play Master Quest, you need sticks in order to progress at some points. But I haven't played Master Quest in a long fucking time. And I'm probably not going to play it for a long time again. Hey you, Mr. No Fairy. What's your business? Oh, I didn't equip it. Shit. No Fairy, you're not even a real man. What, you've got a fairy? Say what? The Great Deku Tree actually summoned you? What? Why would he summon you and not the Great Meadow? This isn't funny. I don't believe it. You aren't even fully equipped yet. How do you think... Well, I mean, neither are you, but anyway. How do you think you're going to help the Great Deku Tree without both a sword and shield ready? What? You're right, I don't have my equipment ready, but if you want to pass through here, arbitrary rules. Yeah, I know I need to equip it. I forgot, it's not auto-equipped. That's legitimately just being spoiled by New Age Zelda, and I'm gonna forever save every time I leave that menu. Oh god, there's no faster way to do text. You have a Deku shield, and what's that? Is that the Kokiri sword? Good grief! Well, even with all that stuff, a wimp is still a wimp, huh? I, the Great Meadow, will never accept you as one of us. Shoot, how did you get to be the favorite of Saria and the Great Deku Tree, huh? Grumble, grumble. Okay, at the next save, obvious save checkpoint, I'm 100% rebooting the game. I want to see if I can, Oh. Do you get sticks from this? Oh, sweet. Thank you. Well, that you can skip. You can't skip anything else. I cannot believe I got hit by that. Okay. I know for at least the bare minimum, we can, Oh, it's Z to go backwards? Oh, you know why? Because I have to do that. That's why it's not working, because I'm pressing the right trigger, like they have a right trigger. There you go. This is the wrong way. Oh, they respawn, so you can get like a near infinite amount of sticks. Well, good thing I didn't buy any, because that would have been bad. Okay, that works out. Once I enter the Great Deku Tree, I'm going to 100% change that up. Great Deku Tree, I'm back! Oh, Navi, thou hast returned. Link, welcome. Listen carefully to what I, the Deku Tree, am about to tell thee. Thy slumber these past moons must have been restless, and full of nightmares. As the servants of evil gain strength, a vile climate pervades the land and causes nightmares to those sensitive to it. Verily, thou hast felt it. Link, the time has come to test thy courage. I have been cursed. I need you to break the curse with your wisdom and courage. Dost thou have courage enough to undertake this task? Of course. Then enter, brave Link, and thou too, Navi. Navi the fairy, thou must aid Link. And Link, when Navi speaks, use up to listen well to her words of never. I don't think there's anything else really to do around here. There's just, Baba plants, I think they are. Deku Babas? Maybe? Inside the Deku Tree, which is the first mini dungeon. Well, I guess it is a full-fledged one. So let me save really quickly. Does this even give you the option to return to the title menu? No, it does not. So thankfully, because we live in a nice era, we can do this. And god damn, that is fast. I am thinking I will buy an N64. As long as it works. There we go. Probably should have gone in here. Oh, wow. Hold. And we can kind of do surround. I bet that's new for the Virtual Console. Alright. And that's saved. Perfect. Oh, so much better. I haven't even tested it yet. Oh, yeah, that's so much better. That's what I'm more familiar with. I'm very lucky that they have that ability. Is shield an extra button in this game? Yes, it is. Actually, I'm doing it wrong. I'm holding Z. You have to hold R. I gotta get used to that. Because on the GameCube, they merged L and... What the hell does L do? Actually, now that I think about it. Because Z got changed. The whole control scheme is different. Aren't there bats in here somewhere? I think, maybe. Look at this wall. The vines are growing on, or the vines growing on it give a rough surface. Maybe you can climb it. Yeah, not with these things around. It's great advice, Navi. Magic map right at the start. You can open a door by standing in front of it and pressing A. Pay attention to what the action icon says. That's the blue icon. Yeah, the blue icon. Yeah. And then from there on after, the A button was green. You have to kill these, or do you just talk to them? You just talk to these. If I give you a cute clue, you let me go. You jump off a high cliff. If you hold up forward, you will roll on the ground. When you land, yeah, you won't get hurt. Yeah, that's totally not how physics works. Yeah, it only works to a certain degree. And, yeah, whatever. This whole first part of the game is one big tutorial, but it kind of gets less and less tutorial as you go further in. This should be the slingshot, right? Because otherwise we can't go anywhere. Unless it's the compass. Nope. The fairy slingshot. The select item subscreen, you can set it to left, right, or down. Or, yeah, left, right, or down. Okay, yes. Yes, yes, yes. You want to shoot right away. Yes, we first person. Hold down C a little longer. Yeah, I always do that by accident because I have legitimately no self-control at all. Oh, we apparently got Deku nuts. No clue. I'm gonna get used to that at some point and not do it, but that day is not today. Okay, yeah, that's great. Oh wow, I actually did it for once. Oh, the controls are definitely not inverted. It's one of those games where like down is up and up is down. But then I say that, and then I go play a game where up is up and down is down, and I'm always confused for like one moment. No matter what game I played last, and no matter what the settings are on the game, I always get it wrong at first, because that is just, I'm just cursed. I fully believe that at this point. There's no other way about it. I think you can kill Deku shrubs when you become an adult. I hate that so much. Don't worry, on the 3DS they let you use gyroscopes, or gyroscopic controls. Isn't that exciting? What? Thank you. But yeah, the Skulltula glitch works on the GameCube version. Because the GameCube version actually is just a slightly remixed version of this game. Pretty much everything about it is the same, except for the control scheme. Oh, nice. Oh, wow, I got him while he was spinning. Is it one hit to kill him? No. Okay, you can't swing this, sort of. Oh, you can't. How do I not remember some of this stuff? I think you can do that in other Zelda games. Not that it really matters, because he gives you a ridiculous amount of hearts back. I gotta get used to weird stuff. You hit him at the... What? Nah, can't hurt him. Down that. That just opens the way out, though. How do I put this away? There we go. Put that away. Technically, you only ever need, like, one of those. Okay. I mean, in this room, you can get as many as you want. But I don't even think Deku sticks are that helpful most of the time. I think they might deal slightly more damage than the average sword strike, maybe. At least maybe until you get the Master Sword. But now, how am I going to kill this thing? Because I know for a fact... Oh, shit. I know for a fact he's definitely not going to let me get away with jumping over there. Can you shoot a seed through the fire? I feel like you can't. Oh god, these are not... I've been spoiled by so many future Zelda games. Put that away. Maybe you can just jump under him. I have been completely deprived. Yeah, you can. Okay. Oh look, it's the first golden Skulltula. Very nice. These things are just all over the world. There's 99. I think there's 100 of them actually, because I think the final thing you get is the ability to buy. I think they just give you a ton of money every time you complete it from there on after. You shouldn't even need to shield this, I think, right? Yeah. I hate that. Alright, anyway. Apparently another one in this room. Yeah, in the water. Where's the fire? Is there fire down here? I guess not. I think I need to bring fire. Oh shit, there's one right here. Are you serious? There's like legitimately two in this room. Well, that scared the shit out of me. I think they're passive though. I don't even think they attack you. I don't think they even can attack you. Also doesn't seem like you can really lock onto them. That's already two. All it's doing is saving me time for later. Yeah, you can't climb onto that, unfortunately. So, did they maybe change their locations for Master Quest? Because I don't even remember those things being here. Okay, there we go. Now this will let us bring fire. If we're lucky, we might even get to keep the stick if it doesn't just burn away immediately. And I could not. Don't... I hate that. I already know how to get out of this room. Do you need to talk to this guy? Because he's just going to spit nuts at me the whole time. There we go. Please forgive me. I'll never do it again. If you spare me, I'll teach you something cool. You will never beat my brothers up ahead unless you punish them in the proper order. The order is 2, 3, 1. 23 is number 1. Okay. Do you think I'm a traitor? See, the only real problem is because there's only 4 face buttons, I'd have to do weird stuff if I were to do like alternate control setups. If you get in the water, if you hold A, you can dive. I bet there's some interesting things underwater. That is not how you dive. Is there anything down here? Oh yeah, here we go. There's a switch. I missed it by like literally inches. There we go. Couldn't you just duck under it? Oh no, you couldn't. I think that's a puzzle in another Zelda game. You have to legit duck under the spikes. Just by crouching. So now how do you... There you go. I like the part where you can kill these guys in one hit. I think you can later. Stand next to this block and grab hold of it. Yes, with A. While holding A, you can push or pull it. If you stand next to it and press A while pressing forward, you can climb it, yes. Contextual A commands. My favorite part of every video game pretty much ever made since 1998. But yeah, if I were to get an N64, and I say it like it's not definitely going to happen at some point in the future, I could already tell you what games I want to get on it. I want to get both Pokemon Stadiums. I want to get Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Star Fox 64, GoldenEye. Like, there's a whole roster of games that I have played. Actually, I don't think I've ever played the Pokemon Stadiums, because they never remake them or re-release them here. It's so disappointing. Oh, hit the fucking torch, please. Thank you. Thank you. But, yeah, there's a lot of games on the N64 I liked, or as a kid I never... Oh, Mario Kart 64 has got to be on that list. Obviously, Super Mario 64, even though I'm not really a fan of the original. I think that the DS version is superior. Wait, shouldn't I have a dungeon map? Actually, hold on. Okay, hold the fuck on. What does the D-pad do? Wait, why can't you assign anything to the D-pad? Oh, you know why? Because there is a D-pad. So what does the D-pad even do in Ocarina? I see. You can only assign certain things to certain other things. So the D-pad is forever bound to that D-pad, which I guess makes sense. I completely forgot. Nice idle animation, actually. I kind of like that. Here we go. Doesn't the compass show you're facing? I guess it doesn't in this game. It just shows treasure chests. I hate you. There's something big up above. That is always the worst feeling ever, and actually this dungeon capitalizes on that. Yeah, you get the larva. Oh, come on. Can you even step backward? I think this only lets you step to the side. It's not a particularly helpful tool for judging distance, really. Can you? Oh no, I guess they just drop down when you get under them. Yeah, okay. Shit! Okay, that kind of worked. That's not what I wanted. The less swordplay I have to do, the better, honestly. I'm trying to think. I could do, like, some weird control scheme where I use... what is it? Y, X, and A as my item buttons. And then put the contextual button to L? Oh, L is display the map. I gotta think about this. And put, like, sword fighting to B. But that would totally not be what they intended at all. Because, I mean, this control scheme is not great either. Thankfully, with the Wii U Virtual Console, we're able to change that. Now, I would critique the Switch Virtual Console if that ever even was a thing. I guess so. I have no clue what's in there. How to open it. Whatever. I feel like you can, like, dig through it or something. I did save it. That was hilarious. Or, like, if you had bombs, maybe you could bomb it. But I don't think you should be able to bomb something from this long ago. Because this is definitely a wall there for some reason. Unless it's just there to give you the seeds. Maybe that's the case. I don't know. It's been a long time since I played this game, so maybe. Maybe I'm thinking too hard. Because I did play OG Metroid recently. And in that game, you have to jump through invisible walls. It's terrible. I hate original Metroid. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who like it. Good for you. I know Zero Mission is a very hand-holdy game, but at least it's kind of a game. I hate original Metroid. As much as I love Metroid, like, as a franchise, I cannot stand the first Metroid game. I think it's fucking obnoxious. And I'm surprised Metroid survived long enough to Super Metroid, honestly, given how little Nintendo wants to invest in it sometimes. I know I'm being overly cynical, but oh, don't do that, please. There you go. Is this the room with the Deku things? Come on. 23 is number 1. But yeah, this is about as close to the original version as you're gonna get. And you have to talk to the last one, of course. How did you know our secret? How irritating. It's so annoying that I'm going to reveal the secret of Queen Goma to you. In order to administer the coup de grace to Queen Goma, strike with your sword while she's... Wow. Oh, Queenie. It's actually coup de grace. It's a very elegant term. It's one of those nice terms that gets used in English that is not pronounced in any way the way it's spelled. Because you would say coup de grace. And I've heard some people meme it as coup de Gracie. They did that in a cartoon I watched once. Oh yeah. I loved this reveal as a kid. This was like the hypest moment ever. It's like, huh, where's the boss? What's going on here? And you obviously can't leave. It's like, huh. Just this ominous sound above you. So it's like, that's not how you look up. Look at this. With the division sign on its eye, apparently, for some weird reason. Still have the stick out. Yeah, the put away command doesn't always appear right away. I forget, can you use Deku Nuts to stun it? Yes, you can. Yeah, only when it's looking at you, though. I forget when exactly you can throw Deku Nuts to stun it. Because otherwise it just spawns larvae. I think there's another way to stun it, but this is by far the easiest method to stun it, so you just gotta wait. It's meant to be a very blocky tutorial boss. You're not ever... Oh, wait, can you hit it with this, maybe? That's totally not what I want. Oh, you can. Okay, never mind. I remember the Deku Nut strategy. Again, it's far from even a challenge. I think there's legitimately normal enemies that are harder than Goma. Specifically, like the Iron Knuckles, I think, are pretty difficult. Crap. Maximum life energy is increased. Yes, thank you. I think that's really all you need to... Yeah, that's all you do. Honestly, eventually I will play Breath of the Wild again on the Wii U. Because I played it on the Switch for my primary save. So I'll play it again on the Wii U at some point. Well done, Link. Has verily demonstrated thy courage. I knew that thou wouldst be able to carry out my wishes. Now I have yet more to tell you, wouldst thou listen? I mean, you have no choice. Now listen carefully. A wicked man of the desert cast this dreadful curse upon me. Okay. This evil man ceaselessly uses his vile sorcerous powers in his search for the sacred realm that is connected to Hyrule. For it is in that sacred realm that one will find the divine relic, the Triforce, which contains the essence of the gods. Before time began, before spirits and life existed, 3 golden goddesses descended upon the chaos that was Hyrule. Din, the goddess of power. Nehru, the goddess of wisdom. And Fairy, the goddess of courage. That's the stupid thing vibrating. God damn, I hate the gamepad. I think it vibrates. Yes, it does. Okay. Now I know it's making that noise. Din, with her strong, flaming arms, she cultivated the land and created the Red Earth. Nehru poured her wisdom onto the earth and gave the spirit of law to the world. Fairy, with her rich soul, produced all life forms would uphold the law. God, it even feels like the floor is vibrating. The 3 great goddesses, their labors completed, departed for the heavens. And the golden sacred triangles remained at the point where the goddesses left the world. Since then, the sacred triangles have become the basis of our world's providence. And the resting place of the triangles has become the sacred realm. There is something pretty nice about how N64 games look. It's both nostalgic and new, and we're never going to get it again. Thou must never allow the desert man in the black armor to lay his hands upon the sacred Triforce. Thou must never suffer that man with his evil heart to enter the sacred realm of legend. That evil man who cast the death curse upon me and sapped my power. Because of that curse, my end is nigh. Though your valiant efforts to break the curse were successful, I was doomed before you started. Yes, I will pass away soon, but do not grieve for me. I have been able to tell you of these important matters. This is Hyrule's final hope. It really makes you wonder if they had any hope besides the final hope. Link, go now to Hyrule Castle. There thou will surely meet the Princess of Destiny. Take this stone with you, the stone that man wanted so much that he cast the curse on me. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It would be pretty cool if in like 10, 20 years they started making games in this like exact style again, but with like better graphics. That'd be pretty interesting. The Kokiri's Emerald. This is the spiritual stone of the forest, now entrusted to you by the great Deku tree. The future depends upon thee, Link. Thou art courageous. Now by the fairy, help Link to carry out my will. I entreat ye, Navi. Goodbye. Oh my god, it's ridiculous. Let's go to Hyrule Castle. Goodbye, great Deku tree. So now if you talk to all the Kokiri, they're all noticeably upset. Meadow won't let you past. Hey Link, what did you do? The great Deku tree, did he die? How could you do a thing like that? It's all your fault. Of course it is. So what are you going to do? Just walk away. Absolutely nothing. So besides that, I don't really think there's too much else that we can even do here. I think for right now, we're still blockaded from the Lost Woods. So we might as well just leave. We're also going to get the Fairy Ocarina too, so that's going to be helpful. Oh, you're leaving. I knew that you would leave the forest someday, Link, because you are different from me and my friends. That's okay, because we'll be friends forever, won't we? I want you to have this ocarina. Please take good care of it. This is the Fairy Ocarina. You received the Fairy Ocarina. This is a memento from Saria, set to C and press C. On the select item subscreen, you can set it to left, down, or right, and then use that. Okay. You play different notes with A and the 4C and the 4C button. Press B to quit playing. Okay, we're fine. We don't even know too much, I think, at this point. When you play my ocarina, I hope you'll think of me and come back to the forest to visit. I think there's a song that changes night to day and day to night, right? I have no clue what it is, though, and where you get it. I know the Song of Storms and the Song of Time, and Epuna's song. The other... Oh, there's a lot of songs in this game, never mind. I think there's 12. The 6 warp songs, and 6 other songs. Yeah, Zelda's Lullaby is different from the Song of Time. Yep, it's your turn. Link, look up here. It appears the time has finally come for you to start your adventure. You'll encounter many hardships ahead, as your fate. Don't feel discouraged even during the toughest times. Go straight this way and you will see Hyrule Castle. You will meet a princess there. If you are lost and don't know which way to go, look at the map. The areas you have explored will be shown on the map. Press start to enter the subscreens, and Z or R to find the map. On the map subscreen, you will also see a flashing dot showing you which way you should go next. You get all that, and they put you on no first, and I almost fell for it because I tried to press D-pad down to get to yes. You have to use the control stick, because apparently the D-pad is not used in this game at all. Apparently. Don't ask me why. The N64 had a D-pad. Now, I don't think there's much we can really even do at this point, besides just go straight to Hyrule Castle. Because I think everywhere else is blockaded off. So they kind of shoehorn you in. I don't think you can leave buttons unbound. Because if you could, I would totally leave L unbound. What does this do? That's targeting. They're both targeting. Maybe I should make the trigger contextual actions. Oh, don't turn to darkness, please. They're going to raise the bridge. I've barely even been out here for like 2 minutes. I'm looking at the time on the recording. I am very leniently ahead of time. Please do not close the bridge! Does rolling increase your movement speed? I feel like it doesn't, because it makes you stop like this, see? It's not that I'm afraid of dying, it's just this is just unnecessary time killing in Hyrule Field. Okay, please turn to face them. And this is why camera control becomes so important in so many games after this, because it makes everything about life easier. Thank you. Oh yeah, you can take quarter of heart damage. That doesn't exist anymore. Oh shit, we got a big one. Same 2 hits, okay. Can you enter the Lost Woods as young Link? I think you can. Okay, the day and night is obviously a lot faster than it is in a Majora. I think time only really passes in field areas like this. No, go away. What can you do as a kid in Hyrule Castle Town? I don't think you could do anything in the church. Your clothes, they're different. You're not from around here, are you? Oh, you're a fairy boy from the forest. My name is Malin. My dad owns Lon Lon Ranch. Dad went to the castle to deliver some milk, and he hasn't come back yet. I think you have to attempt to enter, maybe, and then she gives you the golden cuckoo, maybe. Might be wrong. Because I know you can't actually make any progress here. And this way, the princess is inside the castle just ahead. Be careful not to get caught by the guardians. Or by the guardians, the guards. On this ground, time flows normally, but time stands still while you are in Lon Lon Ranch or in a town. If you want time to pass normally, you'll need to leave town. Well, which way are you going to go now? You want to hear what I said again? No! Oh, this time they mix it up! You're a smart kid. Good luck. Okay. Can I go back now? Because I don't want to particularly... I don't think you have to get to him twice. Yeah, see, now she leaves. So I think now if you go back, she'll be up on the route on the way there. Don't ask me why you need to do it in this order. That's just how the game does it. Yeah, see, here we go. Are you going to the castle, fairy boy? Would you mind finding my dad? He must have fallen asleep somewhere around the castle. What a thing for an adult to do. I'm sorry. If you look for him, I'll give this to you. I've been incubating this egg very carefully. You got a weird egg. Feels like this is like Pokemon, actually. Set it to C and see what happens. On the select item subscreen, you can set, yes, we know, yes. It's an equipable item, thank you. Set C to incubate it. My dad is really troublesome for an adult, isn't he? I'm waiting for the day that games naturally, you can climb this 100%. Thank you. If you would climb it. Why? What? Link? I am so confused. Thank you. Apparently right there, the climbing actually ends for some reason. Okay, now if I remember correctly, you can't get across that way. I think you can go over here. Yeah. Now when you do get bombs, you can come back here. I think you gotta go like over here like this. Because the guards are very good, obviously. It's no wonder Ganondorf has his whole run of the entire country. When the best guards can't even... They have no peripheral vision. This is like Metal Gear Solid 1 guards. But if they see you, you're done. It's binary. There's no three ways about it. Okay, let me jump in the moat. And the moat will take us all the way to her dad. Which actually, I should probably equip the egg. Oops. Yeah, I think I'm going to change my A button to the ZR button. And then the C stick buttons I'm going to duplicate along X, Y, X, and A. I know that makes, like, no sense, but it makes sense in my head. Z, Z, Z. Mumble, mumble. Welcome, our ranch is so fun. Come on and look around. Alright, so this is like them demonstrating that this is a time-based thing in this game. So the only way to progress is to have this egg and wait for the egg to hatch into a cuckoo. At which point you use it like literally as an alarm clock to wake him. And then you can push the boxes. I don't know if you can get the boxes in position ahead of time. I think you'd only get one in position ahead of time. I think it's set to hatch on the next morning that you, It's set to hatch on the next morning that after you pick it up. So I think what really is supposed to happen is if you do manage to figure out how to get up here, you find him, and then you're like, well, I can't go any further, so you go back to town. But because I already know what to do, I know what to do for the first part of this game pretty reasonably. Once we get to the Forest Temple, I think I'm actually going to make a copy of a save. Reason being, I'm going to make a copy of a save so that way I can just practice this portion, the second half, until it's literally muscle memory. Because the first portion of the game is like a big tutorial. Nothing much really happens. The game is pretty straightforward. And plus, like, the L button is so worthless. Why would you have it remove the map? I think they removed this in the GameCube version. I don't think you can do this. I feel like they removed it. Look! It's the miracle of life! There you go. Nice camera. What in tarnation? Can a person get a little shy around here? Hello, and who may you be? Yep, I'm Talon, the owner of Lon Lon Ranch. I went to the castle to deliver some milk, but I sat down here to rest. I guess I fell asleep. And he would sleep forever if it wasn't for the cuckoo. That's pretty bad. Malin was looking for me. I'm going to catch it from her now. I messed up bad leaving Malin behind to wait for me. She's really going to let me have it. And the guards probably immediately threw him out. If the guards are not afraid to rough up a boy, they're definitely throwing him the fuck out. Needless to say. Okay. Now we get the second crate. So he put all his effort and time into bringing these crates of delicious Lon Lon milk. What do? We push them into the castle moat. Because why not? Okay. Navi, I swear, at least unlike Fi, Navi is usually optional to talk with. Because I swear I hated having to talk to Fi all the time. She tells you everything. You cannot figure anything out for yourself. They try to ham-fist as many jokes in using her as humanly possible. It's quite something. Okay, these bushes are legitimately see-through. Oh, shit. I probably could have just gone by when I was around there. Navi, now is really not the time. Yeah, if you're really stealthy, you could probably grab some of these. It's too bad there's no walk feature. Oh god, look how much you move just for one little tap. Thankfully, they don't care about sound. Now, I forget, are you supposed to follow this guy down? Hilarious. Well, you can't see. Dude, that other guy just popped into existence. Are you serious? I mean, on one hand, it's cool the game keeps track of that, but on the other hand, that's kind of bullshit. There we go. It's got like this weird, like, Resident Evil feel to it. I don't think they ever look behind them. Okay. It's not terrible. I think if you fire a seed into this window, you can get rupees, right? Yes. I think that's a one-time thing you can do, because you only ever come here once. You break the windows. He throws a bomb! That's hilarious. Hey, you, don't cause any trouble. I guess seeds can't break the walls. Maybe they're bulletproof. Who? Who are you? How'd you get past the guard? Yeah, that's pretty bad. What's that? Is that a fairy? Then are you from the forest? Then you wouldn't happen to have the spiritual stone of the forest, would you? That green and shining stone? Do you have it? Yes. Just as I thought. I had a dream. In the dream, dark storm clouds were billowing over the land of Hyrule. And suddenly a ray of light shot out of the forest, parted by the clouds, and lit up the ground. The light turned into a figure holding a green and shining stone, followed by a fairy. I know this is a prophecy that someone would come from the forest. Yes, I thought you might be the one. Oh, I'm sorry. I got carried away with my story and didn't even properly introduce myself. I am Zelda, Princess of Hyrule. What is your name? Link. Strange, it sounds somehow familiar. Okay then, Link. I'm going to tell you the secret of the sacred realm that has been passed down by the royal family of Hyrule. Please keep it a secret from everyone. Okay. The legend goes like this. The three goddesses hid the Triforce containing the power of the gods somewhere in Hyrule. The power to grant the wish of the one who holds the Triforce is in his hands. If someone with a righteous heart makes a wish, it will lead Hyrule to a golden age of prosperity. Someone with an evil mind has his wish granted. The world will be consumed by evil. That is what has been told. My bad. So the ancient sages built the Temple of Time to protect the Triforce from evil ones. That was very exciting. I have to actually edit this, which kind of is going to suck. That's right, the Temple of Time is the entrance through which you can enter the sacred realm from our world. The entrance is sealed with a stone wall called the Door of Time. In order to open the door, it is said that you need to collect 3 spiritual stones. Another thing you need is the treasure that the royal family keeps along with this legend. The Ocarina of Time. Did you understand well the story I just told you? Yes. That's great. I forgot to tell you. I was spying through this window just now. The other element from my dream, the dark clouds, I believe they symbolize that man in there. Will you look through the window at him? Yes. Yeah, they let him in. Obviously sinister as fuck, but they don't let it... You know, kids gotta throw them out on their ass, dude. Of course. That is Ganondorf, the leader of the Gerudos. They hail from the desert far to the west. When he swears allegiance to my father, I am sure he is not sincere. The dark clouds that covered Hyrule in my dream, they must symbolize that man. What happened? Did he see you? Don't worry. He doesn't have any idea what we're planning, yet. Yes, I told my father about my dream. However, he didn't believe it was a prophecy. But I can sense that man's evil intentions. What Ganondorf is after must be nothing less than the Triforce of the Sacred Realm. He must have come to Hyrule to obtain it, and he wants to conquer Hyrule. No, the entire world. Link, now we are the only ones who can protect Hyrule. Please. Sure. Thank you. I'm afraid. I have a feeling that man is going to destroy Hyrule. He has such terrifying power. But it's fortunate that you have come. It was not let Ganondorf get the Triforce. I will protect the Ocarina of Time with all my power. He shall not have it. You go find the other 2 spiritual stones. Let's get the Triforce before Ganondorf does, and then defeat him. One more thing. Take this letter. I'm sure it will be helpful to you. Which replaces the cuckoo. You receive Zelda's letter. Wow, this letter has Princess Zelda's autograph. Set to C, show what C. On the select items subscreen, you can set it to any of those things. Yes, we know. My attendant will guide you out of the castle. Don't be afraid to talk to her. Yeah, now Impa appears. The most underrated Zelda character. I am Impa of the Sheikahs. I am responsible for protecting Princess Zelda. Everything is exactly as the princess foretold. You are a courageous boy. You are heading out on a big new adventure, aren't you? My role in the princess's dream was to teach a melody to the one from the forest. This is an ancient melody passed down by the royal family. I have played this song for Princess Zelda as a lullaby ever since she was a baby. There is a mysterious power in these notes. Now listen carefully. This is the most basic song that you can play. Oh my god, I hate using the right thumbstick. This is not fun. Can I retry? You gotta be very precise with that. I tried to like drag the stick. That totally did not work. You gotta let it go neutral every time. Gotta figure out who has the power to change night to day. You've learned Zelda's lullaby. If the castle soldiers find you, there will be trouble. Let me lead you out of the castle. It's actually really nice. I appreciate it. You brave lad. We must protect this beautiful land of Hyrule. Take a good look at that mountain. That is Death Mountain, home of the Gorons. They hold the spiritual stone of fire. At the foot of Death Mountain, you will find my village, Kokiri. That is where I was born and raised. You should talk to some of the villagers there before you go up Death Mountain. The song I just taught you has some mysterious power. Only royal family members are allowed to learn this song. Why are his shadows spin? What? The shadows are literally... Oh, you know why? It's Navi flying around him. Remember, it will help prove your connection with the royal family. The princess is waiting for you to return to the castle with the stones. Alright? We're counting on you. Thanks for the help. I was like, that is very weird that the shadows are rotating around his feet like that. You know, just a young boy from the forest. Yeah, send him to Death Mountain. Nothing bad will happen in Death Mountain. I think it's possible for you to get to the Great Fairy up there as well. I think I've done it only, like, you know, every time I've ever played this game. You kind of gotta risk it, though, from what I remember. Actually, you don't go in the interior. You go up the exterior with the Hylian Shield. Which I forget where you get the Hylian Shield from, because it's been literally years since I played this game. Okay, we don't need to talk to him. Alright, so there's a couple things that happen once we actually do stuff here, but I want to see if I can get to the graveyard. I wonder if I can learn the Song of Storms yet, actually. I'm not sure how much the Song of Storms is actually going to help me at this point. Let's see if I can learn it. No, you know why? Because you need to come from up top, because you can't get to him from the bottom. Oh no, here he is. There you go. Go around, and around, and around. What fun. I'm so happy. I'm a music man who loves to go around and around. Go around and around. Trying to come here with a musical theme, or come with a musical theme inspired by this windmill, going around and around and around. I think you have to go to the future, because it's a time loop. Yeah, I don't think you can do it unless you know what the Song of Storms is. No, that's not it. That's not it. No. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. That's not it. That's Saria's theme. Yeah, I think you have to come from the future and learn it there when he's all mad, and then go back, and that creates a time loop. I remember that. It's weird. So we can't do that yet. Maybe you can. I don't know if playing it now has any effect. You might have to learn it first, which is you can only learn it in the future. Here lie the souls of those who swore fealty to the royal family of Hyrule. The Sheikah guardians of the royal family and founders of Kokiri watch over these spirits in their eternal slumber. So, yeah, there's this little shithead. I wish they made more games like, Did monsters really spawn here? I'd be very scared if they did. Yeah, lightning strikes the headstone, right? Maybe. That is a horrifying sight. Just do this now, especially since we're going to the fire dungeon. You have to do anything specific in here? Oh shit. Oh, you know, nothing major. Why are you investigating this? It's some poor dude's skull. Oh, great, I ran right into that one. Can you not light this? Maybe you can. Maybe you need Din's fire to light this. Maybe I'm bugging. I don't know why she's looking there specifically, though. Yeah, I think you might need Din's fire in order to open this. Unless this lights it. Maybe you just need to kill all the keys. Okay. Yeah, I don't remember you needing that. Yeah, Ocarina of Time has a lot of disturbing imagery, by the way, for a Zelda game. Are there re-deads in this room? Abso-fucking-lutely. Now, what I do know that you can do, because I can save, you can throw... I thought those would stun him. It's not. I'd rather take the quarter heart damage and just run by. I have no desire to be caught up by re-deads. Those bones are floating. A rising sun will eventually set. A newborn's life will fade. From sun to moon and moon to sun, give peaceful rest to the living dead. This is an interesting poem, huh? Something is... Oh, this is the song of, Sun Song? It's the secret melody of the Composer Brothers. Yeah, the Sun Song. I will give this Zelda one thing. The songs are pretty good. I like the Sun Song. There's one of the teleport songs I really like that I wish was extended, and I like the Song of Storms. Song of Storms is actually like really good background music. You learn the Sun Song, and what this will do is it changes night to day and day to night. Restless souls wander where they don't belong. Bring them calm with the Sun Song. Is that really it? Huh, I guess so. Do you need it to beat the game? Maybe you do. I forget where you get the Hylian Shield then. So specifically, I think even when you're not outside, you can use the Sun Song to stun. To stun Redeads. Bringing them calm, if you really want to say that. Otherwise, it's a pain in the ass to kill them. It's better, in my opinion, just to not deal with them. I guess I will have to see, though. I forget. What the hell was that? You know why? I think now the little kid went home, maybe? So now you can actually... Oh, no, it's Damp the Graveyard. What's up, buddy? Hey, don't mess around with the graves. I'm Damp the Gravekeeper. My face may be scary, but I'm not a bad guy. Let me give you an advertisement for my side business. Damp the Gravekeeper's heart-pounding grave-digging tour. What's going to come out? What's going to come out? When I start digging, we'll find out. Do you want me to dig here? No, don't do that. Thanks a lot. Can you enter his little shack? Does it even have a door? Yeah, it does. The Gravekeeper's hut. Gravekeeper's diary is here. Do you want to read it? Sure. Oops, I completely button mashed through it because this text is really quick and the other are really slow. I dug a hole. I found a treasure that stretches. Boing and shrinks. Boing, it's so fun. I'll never give it to anybody. That's like a Resident Evil camera view right there. Like the groundskeeper in the, what's the outhouse? Not the outhouse. That's the second place you go to in Resident Evil. The one with, oh shit, that's a Poe. Can you even fight Poes yet? Oh, you can. I thought you couldn't. A whole bunch of weird stuff you can do in this game, like, really early. This game probably has, like, the most side content available at the start of probably, like, any Zelda game. Because Wind Waker's pretty linear. I mean, that's the problem. A lot of Zelda games get really linear. I mean, this one is kind of linear. Actually, I don't think the second part is. You defeated a Poe, but I don't have a bottle. This guy moves so slow. Is this the one with the Hylian Shield? I think so. I think we're good. Yes. Switch to the equipment subscreen and select this shield and equip it with A. This one will not burn if anything bad happens. How do I do this? There we go. Unfortunately, it's too big for you to wield as a child. So it just ends up on your back the whole time. I think once you get to Jabu Jabu's belly, it's better to, I really wonder what graveyard what grave you're supposed to have him dig in. Oh, here it is. It's obviously up top. Probably wasn't the first person to make that mistake, but I can't even get it. I have to wait because I need the boomerang to be able to retrieve it. So I think that's about it. I need to figure... I think he digs up a heart container, but I don't want to just keep feeding him rupees without actually knowing where it is. So I'll wait. It's not that big of a deal. Good thing just intuitively I know where, Actually, if we look... Yeah, there's water here. So what you can end up doing later is, because you can complete the time loop, you can come back here, learn this... You can go to the future, learn the Song of Storms, go into the past, piss the guy off to make him remember it so you can learn it in the future. It's one of those things that's a paradox, because you technically never... You never teach it to him in the past. You have to only learn it from the future when it would have already had to have happened. Unless he learns it through some other mean. Can't get down, so all I can do is look at the stars. There's one over here somewhere. Why am I getting vibrations? You know why? From landing. Nice. Alright, well, let's actually go ahead and then we can give him the letter. Then this actually lets us do the mask trading sequence. But I'm not going to do that right now. This just lets you start it. Oh, this is surely Princess Zelda's handwriting. Well, let's see. Okay. This is Link. He's under my orders to save Hyrule. What kind of funny game has our princess come up with now? Okay, alright. You can go now, just be careful, Mr. Hero. Wah ha 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 ha. He's a great fellow, obviously. By the way, Mr. Hero, if you're going to climb Death Mountain, you should equip a proper shield. It is an active volcano, after all. If you go back to Hyrule Castle Town Market, you should check out the bazaar. They sell the shield you need there. Yeah, no, I'm getting a free one. Tell them I sent you and they should give you a special discount. If you think you're good to go already, don't worry about it. Now, I'd like to ask a favor of you. Now, I don't expect you to do it just because of the great tip I just gave you. I'm just asking. Have you been to the Happy Mask shop that just opened in Hyrule Castle Town Market? Everyone is talking about it. My little boy pesters me for a popular mask, but I don't have the time to go there. So could you go and get the mask for me next time you are in the market? If you don't feel like it, that's okay, but, well, I have no choice. This is my job. Sigh. So yeah, he's basically giving you the first clue in about the mask sequence. Okay. But before we complete it, I'm gonna do the, Actually, does the House of the Cursed People exist in the present or in the past? Well, that's a bombable wall if I ever saw one. I need to stop swinging randomly. It doesn't work on them. Okay. Oh, Goron. You're not going to help me at all, so who cares? I think time can pass normally here. Yeah, so without the bombs, you can't really go any further that way. Oh, fuck. Yeah, exactly, bitch. Try me. Yeah, you can't pick bomb flowers. You even get the bomb bag in this dungeon? Why do you need a ring to pick bomb flowers? You know what? Forget it. Forget I even said anything. There's a song. There's a whole album of music that was remixed with rap music called the Ocarina of Rhyme. I really wish someday they would make a mod where they replace all the bass music of this game with Ocarina of Rhyme music. Totally could not make a playthrough on it because the whole game would be copyrighted music, but it would be awesome. It actually prompted me twice to play the Ocarina. That's pretty cool. What the heck? Who are you? When I heard the song of the royal family, I expected their messenger had arrived, but you're just a little kid. Has Darunia, the big boss of the Gorons, really lost so much status to be treated like this by his sworn brother, the king? Now I'm really angry. Get out of my face now. Are you asking why I'm in such a bad mood right now? Ancient creatures have infested the Dodongos Cavern. We've had a poor harvest of our special crop, bomb flowers, starvation and hunger because of the rock shortage. But this is a Goron problem. We don't need any help from strangers. Where does this even go? Apparently it was the same way out. So there's a way to get him dancing. I already forgot how to do it. I actually know how to do it, but I forgot to do it ahead of time. Which basically means we have to do a whole bunch of running back. Thankfully you could do it any time of day. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to Hyrule Castle Town Market. I'm going to get the first mask. We have to come back here to give him the mask. So he gives us and he pays it. And then we're going to go all the way back to, what's it called? The Lost Woods. You have to it's your first introduction to the Lost Woods. Which is, in my opinion, it's, what the hell? He explodes! Oh no, he just stops. Okay. I'm gonna get totally... Nope, okay. I juked him. I think you do get bombs, right? Yeah, that's how you bomb both eyes of Dodongo's Cavern. I think. Okay. It's a very roundabout way of doing stuff in this game. Maybe next year I'll replay Master's Quest. That's actually the version I played more of. And my logic behind it was, well, because I never really learned the original, I'm not exactly, you know, I can't be hell-bent on knowing how it works because I never learned it. Which is kind of true. Master Quest still is challenging, though. It was designed to be challenging if you played the game, and it's just challenging in general. But I do like it, and I do wish they did more Master Quests instead of Heroes Mode. Because all Heroes Mode does is it just kind of breaks the game for the early portions, because you don't have any way to heal. Like Wind Waker, when I did my Hero Mode playthrough of Wind Waker, which I streamed back in 2016, I think every weekend I would stream it for like 2 to 3 hours. Basically, the game boils down to being very difficult at the start, and then after like the halfway point, or not even like after the Forest Haven, I don't think I died again. Because the game is not hard. It's just you have no way to heal because you have no bottles and no potions. So these games were designed around you being able to get hearts constantly as a reward for defeating enemies, which is why it's kind of difficult. I mean, if you're good enough, it doesn't matter. But I suck at every video game I play. So when it comes to that, I mean, it's a little bit different. Technically, that is part of the Lost Woods, by the way. So what was I doing again? Oh yeah, Saria is supposedly gone missing. You're supposed to visit her. But yeah, maybe someday they could make the Lost Woods like a roguelike. That's kind of my big disappointment with Breath of the Wild, is that it isn't a true open world game, but the problem is that there's a little bit too much freedom. And if they had constrained and added more classic Zelda stuff in, maybe a crafting system, that would have been kind of interesting. I'm hoping for the sequel they do stuff like that. Okay, I need to turn up my volume. I think the first one is right. That's a freebie. I totally didn't go to Hyrule Castle. Oh my god. I hate everything. Hello. Yeah. Good to see you again. Listen to this. Hoot hoot. After going through the Lost Woods, you will come upon the Sacred Forest Meadow. As a sacred place where few people have ever walked. Shh, what's that? I can hear a mysterious tune. You should listen for that tune too. Hoo 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 hoo. No. If you are courageous, you'll make it through the forest just fine. Just follow your ears and listen to the sounds coming from the forest. Hoot hoot. This is the right way? Are you serious? There's a fast travel point to the Zora's domain. Now, some places you actually can go through and they don't warp you back, but I don't know what they are and where they are. This is very easy with surround sound, by the way. Oh look, a bug spawned. Hopefully you can't hear my headphones. Okay, it's this way. Is this the way out? Yeah, okay. There's some ways you can go that alternate. Oh, shit. I think you can kind of just attack these guys constantly. It's only when they attack, though, that they're actually weak, but they're not really a threat. Because you can just kind of thrust the whole time. Come on, do something. Can I put on... I don't need the letter. Nope, they dodge it. He covers his eyes. He's smart. Thank you. I guess maybe he goes more on the defensive as the fight progresses. Didn't know that. Oh, there's no moblins. Oh, these are the mean ones. I keep forgetting it's not R. I gotta change that. Because I was holding ZR like it was a trigger. Oh god, I'm getting messed up. Navai, what do you want with my life? Like, seriously. I barely got that thing out in time. I remember having one hell of a time the first time I played this. Trying to get by the Moblin that's here. I remember that was a fucking nightmare for me. Anyway. It's not ridiculously hard to get to, but when you actually can get behind the controls, it's actually pretty salvageable. I'm just kind of fumbling my way through this. Oh, she's a duplicate. I've been waiting for you, Link. This is the Sacred Forest Meadow. It's my secret place. I feel this place will be very important for both of us someday. That's what I feel. If you play the ocarina here, you can talk with the spirits in the forest. Would you like to play the ocarina with me? Absolutely. Okay, try to follow along with the melody I will play. Are you ready? Yeah, I actually did guess this when I was trying to figure out the Song of Storms. I think on the... I don't know, maybe not. I just find it a bit easier with the GameCube controller, honestly, because you get the little grooves on the C-stick. Right? It does have grooves, right? I think so. Please don't forget this song, do you promise? When you want to hear my voice, play Saria's song. You can talk with me anytime. Let me actually check. Maybe I'm a liar. No, it does have grooves. I always have a GameCube controller nearby. You've learned Saria's song. All that you needed to get Darunia to dance and be happy. All that effort. Not even kidding. That's totally a mistake. So yeah, at least now with the Sun Song, if it's nighttime, I can force it to be daytime. What's in... Oh, is this the hole where you play for the people? No, it's just a fairy fountain. So technically speaking, if you ever get a game over as Adult Link, couldn't you just come right here and restock on everything? Like, gear up, basically. For lack of a decent phrase. Now, where is the Skulltula? I hate looking for these things, I swear. This is the definition of look up a guide or buy Nintendo Power. I'm just moving on. Ho ho! Did you learn an ocarina song from Saria? That melody seems to have some mysterious power. There may be some other mysterious songs like this that you can learn in Hyrule. When you hold the ocarina with C where a melody is necessary, a musical staff will appear. I recommend that you play a song you know. I also suggest that you play even when a score is not displayed, just like this. Hoot, hoot, hoot. No. I keep using the D-pad, I'm definitely going to mess up on that once. Melodies you have learned will be recorded in the quest status subscreen. You should memorize those melodies. Thank you, I guess. Does this work in reverse? I guess it does. That's not the right way? Wow, the music was still blaring, but you know what? It all worked out anyway. So now we need to go back. What you are supposed to do is you're supposed to go talk to Darunia, which will allow you to play the Saria's song, which will allow you to then progress with the game. But because I'm not going to do that at this exact moment, I'm going to go back to Hyrule Castle Town, get the first mask, which we give to the guard. Then we get the Skull Mask, which we then give to Skull Kid, who only appears right as we start entering the Lost Woods. Then after that, we have to, I think, give 2 more masks away. I don't think you can complete this quest until you get all 3 spiritual stones, though. But let's at least knock out maybe 1 or 2 of the steps. Well, actually, yeah, let's at least get the first mask since we're going to Death Mountain. It'll save us a little bit of time later. I think the one Zelda game that had the most open world potential was A Link to the Past. I like how Hyrule Castle is just out of range. Because A Link to the Past, I think you can play any dungeon in order. There you go. And come down. You can play any dungeon in order once you get to the Dark World after you do the first Dark World dungeon. Which is pretty sweet. I think that's pretty cool. But the problem with making it non-linear is that some dungeons are easier the more items you have, which just means that in general you have a much easier time going through some dungeons than others if they're your first. But I mean, it gives you the choice. I think that's pretty cool. This game kind of doesn't really give you too much of a choice. Where's the Happy Mask shop? Is this it? I have no clue what that's supposed to be on the top. Yes. Hi! Welcome to the Happy Mask Shop. We deal in masks that bring happiness to everyone. How would you like to be a happiness salesman? I'll lend you a mask, you sell the mask, and bring the money back here. If you want to read the fine print, take a look at the sign right over there. If you sold all the masks, you'll become happy yourself. Oh, well, have faith. Yes. So he wants the Keaton mask. And then basically you indefinitely rent the Mask of Truth, because it's the only one that really matters. So I mean, there's other stuff we can do here, but that's really all I particularly cared to do. Also, at some point we need to go stop by the Lon Lon Ranch and learn Epina's song. Okay. Oh yeah, I need to equip it. There we go. I don't know what this guy does all the time. Let's see if... Can I find the Skulltula House? I think it exists in no matter what timeline you're in. Yeah, nothing in here. I really hate that there is zero option to turn off the stupid gamepad. You're killing me. Shit drives me insane sometimes. Because, the vibration still goes on. What's up, buddy? It'll look like this because of the spider's curse. If every spider of the curse in the entire world were destroyed, the curse would be broken. When you destroy a spider of the curse, a token will appear. Collect it as proof of your achievement. The number next to this icon on the quest status subscreen indicates how many spiders of the curse you have destroyed so far. When this icon is displayed next to the name of an area on the map subscreen, there are no more spiders in that area. Look for them not only out in the open, but also inside of dungeons. Of course, this is just our dream. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. If you break the curse on my family, we will make you very rich. I think I can give them to some people, right? Yeah. Yerg, I'm cursed! Shouldn't someone be okay? Because I could have sworn that you can, maybe I need to leave and come back. Completely abandoned house. Like that stuff on the corners. I don't think that happens in the... Maybe not, because I do have like 4 or 5. Maybe you need 10 before they actually transform back. Yeah, I guess so. I thought they'd give you one at 1. What is it, maybe 10, 20, 30, 50, 100? Okay, anyway, put on the mask, which later on becomes a major portion of Majora's Mask, and in fact, that's kind of the whole point of the game. Do you think you're in disguise, Mr. Hero? Oh, is that a key something character mask? I hear he's very popular recently. He's my boy's favorite, that key something mask. If you don't mind, will you sell it to me? Yes. My boy will be very happy with this. You really are Mr. Hero. He puts it on. Alright, very good. Earned a little profit. Let's go to the mask shop and pay back with the mask price of 10 rupees. Yes, we will. Not now. We'll do it later. You can just ignore these. There's no point in killing them. Also, let me put back on the Hylian Shield before I burn this one away. You don't really need a shield for this portion. You kind of need it for Jabu Jabu's belly a bit, if I remember correctly. Is this guy gonna come spinning down at me again? Okay, music, relax. Yes. Don't worry, through the power of love and dance, we will teach Darunia that everything will be okay in the end. He doesn't need to sweat it. I did do a little bit of Majora's Mask as a kid, but I definitely don't remember any of that. Shit, what was her song? That's not it. Oh crap, I just learned it. What the fuck was her song? That's not it. Got it, okay. It's a lot to remember. It's literally the same note played twice. It's literally 3 notes played 2 times over. I haven't played a musical instrument in years, so what do I know? Oh! Oh! Come on! Come on, come on, come on! Hot! What a hot beat! Woo! Yeah! Yahoo! Hey, what a nice tune. Just like that, my depression is all gone. Something just came over me. I suddenly wanted to dance like crazy. I am Darunia. I'm the big boss of the Gorons. Was there something you wanted to ask me about? What? You want the Spiritual Stone of Fire too? The Spiritual Stone of Fire, also known as the Gorons Ruby, is our race's hidden treasure. But hold on, I'm not going to give it to you that easily if you want it so badly. Why don't you go destroy the monsters inside of the Dodongos Cavern and prove you're a real man? That way everybody will be happy again. If you do it, I'll give you anything you want, even the Spiritual Stone. I have something for you. I'm not really giving this in return for anything, but take it anyway. If you wear this, even a little fella like you can pick a bomb flower using A. Yep, you got the Goron's bracelet, so now we can actually use bomb flowers. Destroy the monsters in the Dodongo's Cavern and become a real man. Then we can talk about the Spiritual Stone. Alright, so with that, we have our actual next objective. And that thing is really bothering me. I have no clue where this stupid thing is just shuffling about. It's over here to my left. Now it's behind me. Unless that's the boulders making that noise. Yep, maxed out. The only way to increase your wallet in this game is to get Skulltulas. I think that's just him rolling around. Alright, anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna save state my way to victory using the Skulltula glitch. There we go. Yeah, nice little cinematic cutscene. I destroyed the sign too. I think... how do you do this? I think later you're able to walk over there somehow using the hover boots. Yeah, you go up here and you use the hover boots and you just barely make it on top of the cave entrance, and then you can get the that heart piece. But anyway, Dodongos Cavern. I have a lot of good memories, man, as a kid. I remember this came with the Wind Waker. I think it was through Amazon. You could get Ocarina of Time and the Master Quest and Wind Waker if you did like a special pre-order. And I was very lucky to get that. That was like truly one of the best deals I think I've gotten in gaming ever. It was like 3 games for the price of, well, like 2 maybe. It's pretty sweet. The GameCube era will forever in my mind be like just the best time ever. It was just constant fun. And it makes me happy and sad. It's happy because it's memories I'll never ever get rid of. But it's also sad because we'll never really have memories like that again. But you know what? Is it really so bad if games go to shit? It's not like I have a shortage of games to play for the rest of my life. It's grim, but it's the truth. Okay, we don't need to explain that. Or anything else we can open with bombs? That's a business scrub. I don't need that. I think we can kill that one over there. Maybe. We gotta pick the fruit just as the platforms come up, though. Nope, can't make that jump. Can I even jump off of this right here, or am I gonna take damage? Look at that. One of the unfortunate parts about not having a jump button in Zelda. But then again, I also miss when you could roll in Zelda. That was pretty fun. I like that we have like 3 different things. Rolling, sprinting, and jumping. It just sucks that you can't do all of them at once anymore. Yeah, I messed up the throw. I think you can do it. I'm not even going to attempt to get to the edge. I'm just going to throw it. I think you can kill that one in the middle. Now, I don't know if it does anything. No! Okay. You gotta, like, be pushing, because they're bound to the same button. I just want to get one good attempt. I think you can defeat it. I don't think you get anything from defeating it. Hell, it'll probably respawn. There we go. I don't think I killed it, because I didn't hear any extra explosions. I do think you get the bombs in this dungeon, though, so it's fine. How else would the meme come true, anyway? Yeah, whatever. What are those, BMOs? Oh, yeah, if you hit them, they automatically blow up. Okay. Yeah, just conveniently too high. I'm not gonna lie, playing this feels a little bit sluggish on the controls, just a bit. I don't know if that's the virtual console, the controller. It feels a little bit. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. Can't do anything with that yet. What? How did that not blow up that wall? That was weird. Oh shit, they blow up! I totally forgot about that part. I can't wait to bomb some Dodongos. Come over here. Can you blow up that? Yes, you can. Using only the corpses of your slain enemies. How did I not see this one coming? Holy shit, I got mobbed. And then they gave me a whole bunch of hearts I totally didn't deserve. There you go. I mean, you can kind of jump, but you know what I mean. That's not a real jump. It's an attack that involves jumping. It's not... I don't think they intended for you to use it to solve a ridiculous amount of puzzles. Oh my god, he actually hopped up and hit me like that. Yep. I like all the weird lighting effects we get. Can you grab this? Yeah. You can only push and pull it, though. Okay. Actual Resident Evil puzzles. Yeah, Resident Evil was out by now. Resident Evil is 96. This is 98. This is the year Pokemon came to the West. And basically sparked a fire under them, and now here we are, so many years later, Sword and Shield. Ha! Catch 'em all? What? Always a fun time. Oh, this is the room with the lizard dudes. The Zolfos, right? It's Airolfos if they fly. Yeah, I think you kind of need a shield for this room. It's like a Dark Souls style boss. Isn't there a second one? Yes, here he comes. Because he jumps over you and immediately tries to hit you, so you gotta like step back a bit. With that like pyramid-shaped knife. What? There he comes. Look at that blue blood. Think of the children, Nintendo. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of weird to do, depending on the camera angle, but that's fine. None of this is meant to be difficult. Actually, I'm breaking pots in hopes of getting hearts. There you go. Okay. That's a bombable surface. Oh, crap. I don't think you have to kill any of these big Dodongos. I don't need this. "100% don't need that." That is a lie. I need it. You don't breathe on the statue? Oh, there's 3 of these fuckers in here. Okay, I see. Here we go. Yeah. If this was a future game, that would be a thing that would totally happen. Unfortunately, it's not a future. This is not a game from the future. You would totally be allowed to have them breathe on the thing. That would probably be the puzzle in this room. Come on. Yeah, I got it. Put it away, and I saved the stick, too. All that just to loop around. Oh, I love this room. This room is really cool. They do a lot of cool puzzles here. I might have messed it up. Maybe. Nope, got it. Listen to those Skulltulas go at it. Okay. I guess you can bomb that wall in the great tree's belly. I guess you can. They want you to go back there. I don't know if it gets you anything. That might be worth exploring and seeing if you can. That'd be pretty rare and different. Usually they don't even begin to mandate you do stuff like that. I like how you can never lock onto these things. Maybe someday when I'm like 40 they'll remake this game and it'll have like actual modernized controls. And that will be the day that this game will be super fire. Because unfortunately I don't have the nostalgia factor. I'm lame like that. I was born too late, would you believe it? I wasn't born in the 80s. I was alive when this game came out. I just didn't own an N64. I actually wanted to get an N64. I think that's lore I've said before on my channel. Is that I actually didn't want to get a GameCube. I wanted to get an N64, but my mother wisely said that I should get an N64. I should get a GameCube because it's the new one, right? You wouldn't want to get the old stuff. You only need bombs to hurt these things? Oh shit! What have I gotten myself into now? So she said, no, I'm going to get you a GameCube. And lo and behold, it was the best thing ever. Can you even target these things? Yeah. Armo, stop its movement, then destroy it. Thanks, Navi. I would never have guessed. Stop its movement, then destroy it. What? No! No way. I'm guessing bombs hurt it. Problem is, I got 2... Are you supposed to strike the back? I have no clue actually how to destroy it. I think you need to just bomb it, right? Maybe I can't destroy it. I just need to move this one, I think, to press the switch. I know in Wind Waker they're easy to destroy. They made them incredibly obvious how to destroy as well. Oh, forget this. This one's already dead. Maybe it's just showing you that for later. I think this is the right door. Is there seed drop? Maybe. Yeah, I guess I don't know how to destroy those things. Then I figured that bombs would destroy them. I don't know. Oh, this is that one weird room. You know, like the 2D Zelda spike things. You never know what will be around the corner in these narrow paths. Use Z targeting to always look the proper direction. This is a useful technique. Yeah, but I mean, you know what's better than Z targeting? Actual camera controls. Nothing can beat that. Are you supposed to go in there? No, climb it, climb it, climb it. Here we go. That's not at all what I wanted. Shit. Thank you. No, I should probably throw it diagonally, so it kind of bounces along the ledge as opposed to straight at it. That one's a little too far off. Completely wasted. Thankfully, they never made wallets this small again. No, I'll get it eventually. Well, maybe you do throw it directly at it. Let's try this. I'm gonna hold it till the last second and throw it. Got it. Shit. Holding down a stick to hold a seed in place is, that's quite an experience, to say the least. Bye. Fuck. Didn't dodge you. Oh no. More of you fuckers. Yeah, let me put on the stupid shield. If I remember how to use it in the heat of combat, it'll actually be helpful. Okay, you still backstab me. Come on. One at a time now, not all at once. He immediately ran away. Alright. It's weird. There's healing on the next platform over there, so I'm fine. When you get your first fairy in a bottle. Okay. I think one of the business shrubs will sell you a Deku shield, maybe. Ah, look where we are. Coincidence, mayhap? I guess I'm not finding the compass. I think these rooms are pretty linear. Does this game really not use the D-pad at all? That is terrible. That is just soul-crushing. Because the D-pad would be perfect for some of this stuff. Oh, I'm on the upper ledge now in this room. Okay. Got the bomb bag, so now we can actually use bombs on our own accord. 20 bombs are inside. I actually don't know how you upgrade this thing. I think you have to play some weird mini-game. Okay, let's do this. Can you, get back up if you drop down here? I hope so. Yeah, your bombs actually blow up faster. Nope. I don't think I need any of this, you assholes. It doesn't, does it? Well, actually, what I can do is I can pull this thing out and then drag it all the way to the down there, right? No, but then I won't be able to get up top again. They're a bunch of dicks. I gotta run the loop again. I had a feeling I shouldn't drop down. I could actually maybe do the GameCube setup. What does R do again? Defend. So I could maybe put that on the trigger. Yeah, as I'm playing, I'm thinking about it. I could maybe kind of do the GameCube setup. Just in a very reverse, weird way. Yeah, that sounds better than what I thought of initially. Sometimes I gotta take a... That's not at all what I wanted. Sometimes I gotta take a very offhandish approach to certain things. I need a little bit to figure out what customized settings I like the best. Okay, thank you, Navi. That did not help. That is not what I pushed. That is not what I pushed! Holy shit! I am having no luck with this stick today. Because right now I just have 2 buttons that are just not used at all. Okay, so this is our first shortcut. What this stone plaque tells you is we need to bomb the Dodongo eyes. Okay. It was a very simple puzzle now. I don't think... Does this go lower anymore? No. Can very quickly reach the 2nd floor. I don't think you can throw from there. How, Oh! I don't know why I thought there was a wall here. That was really weird to me. I had a moment. I had a senior moment. Sorry, I just turned 24. I'm already starting to feel it. Did I get it? Yes. Okay. I guess maybe for the next session, which I will totally not remember to do, I should switch it up. Now, there might be other stuff. I'm not sure what rooms I have and have not been in. Mostly because I don't have the compass. And the D-pad is worthless. So, what's the room over here? Let's actually look before I move on. Because now we're basically done with the dungeon. Most Zelda games have the same formula, which is cool, and it obviously works. Why didn't I go into this room over here? Because I'm an idiot, is the only logical conclusion. I was too busy looking at the big levolution with the staircase. This is probably the room with the compass. Yep, sucks to be you. I'm gonna totally get hit the second I get out of this. Absolutely. I did it! Oh, you have to kill this dude. Can you hit him in the rear? No, I don't think you can. So I guess we're gonna have to figure out how to kill one of these things. Maybe just hit it with enough bombs, it just gives up. Still come for me after that? Yes! Oh, that's the suicide, yeah. Okay, I recognize that. The little suicide dance it does. Okay. Now that that's done, what exactly did I miss? There's one chest on the second floor I didn't get to. So if we take a minute here, I can actually get over there. Thankfully, when you throw it like that, it throws just far enough. Usually. It's not perfect, but it certainly is pretty close. Skulltula? No, those are the keys flying around. Fairly straightforward. Ah, crap. You have barely just enough time to drop that and run. What could this even be? Rupees? Completely wasted. Okay. I mean, it's something like... Oh, shit, this is bad. It's a little bit better than nothing. But, it certainly doesn't help when you've already maximized your wallet, because it's not hard to do. It's not hard to do in a lot of Zelda games. Well, that's not totally true. It's more tedious to do. That's the right way of saying it. You piece of shit. And that's exactly how they would make you lose your Deku shield. I hate aiming with this stupid thing. Too early. If only the lock-on was a little nicer, I would totally rely on that. Forget this. That's weird. Why is there a pit here? I can barrel stuff them, I guess. Do really short range stuff, but other than that, forget it. I cannot aim long range with this thing. Oops, that was my bad. I did the wrong one. Okay. Business scrub? Living Armos? Apparently, what the hell? He comes alive after you kill the Skulltula. Okay, sure. Spooky factor is at 1 million right now. Oh great, they reset the room. Meaning I'm definitely going to get hit again. Because I have no clue where he is, and I will not be able to tell where he is until it's too late. Oh, fairy. Which immediately escaped through the wall, so I will not get it. Oh, here you go. Thanks, buddy. Where does this lead to? Oh, yeah! I got him. That's where I came from. That's where I went. That's where I left from. Oh, it's the hole in the middle. Got it. You would think it's just a nice, convenient shortcut, but unfortunately it isn't. You have to actively sacrifice it for the puzzle. Alright, boss time. Supposed to be bombs, I guess? Let's at least use one that you know you have to use before we drop down. Yes, indeed. I actually forget how to do this boss. Obviously, it's not meant to be hard. I just totally forget how to do it. The Infernal Dinosaur, King Dodongo. Oh, well, this explains everything. Oh, you have to strike him. That's not all you have to do. Whoops. Totally forgot that part. No, I think you can avoid him just by going around like that. Okay, I remember now. I remember only needing to throw it inside him. You'd think that that would be enough to kind of really mess with him. Okay. Okay. I figured he would turn around if he needed to see me, but alright, I'll meet you halfway, I guess. I guess I should probably use jump slashes, because I think those do more damage in this game. It's kind of been like a staple of Zelda for literally like 20 years. Wow, that was pretty quick. I remember some of these bosses taking more hits. Maybe on Master Quest they do. Probably not, though. Alright, thank you. He's permanently stuck halfway in the lava. What a way to go. Alright, simple enough. Now, there are a few things we can bomb around everywhere, basically. But we don't need to worry too much about that. It's me, Darunia. Well done. Thanks to you, we can once again eat the delicious rocks from the Dodongos Cavern until our stomachs burst. What a wild adventure. It will make an incredible story. I can't believe that the Dodongos suddenly appeared in such great numbers. And that big rock blocking the cave. All this trouble must have been caused by that Gerudo thief, Ganondorf. He said, "Give me the spiritual stone. Only then will I open the cave for you." You, on the other hand, risked your life for us. Kid, I like you. How's about you and I become sworn brothers? No, there's no big ceremony involved. Just take this as a token of our friendship. So all Ganondorf had to do was be reasonably nice. Reasonably. You obtain the Gorons Ruby. This is the spiritual stone of fire passed down by the Gorons. You don't know what he means by sworn brothers, but you've collected 2 spiritual stones. You have 1 more to find. Brother, you'll keep brushing up on your skills as you travel, won't you? You should go see the Great Fairy on top of Death Mountain. She will power you up. Everybody, let's see off our brother. You did great. How about a big Goron hug, brother? Yeah, they intentionally try to make you go see the Great Fairy. Because I think she gives you Din's Fire, if I'm not mistaken. No, I think it's this way. There's a way to get into Death Mountain Interior. I forget how you do that. But that's wrong. There's nothing you can do in Death Mountain Interior. And as a kid, I didn't know that, so I spent hours trying to do the wrong thing. Maybe not hours, but I remember being really stumped by it. Ah, shit. You gotta hold it longer. Okay, give a real jump, Link. Come on. Sucks. All this money, I'm just wasting it. Actually, I don't remember how to get to Death Mountain's interior. I don't know about this. Oh yeah, there's a cow here you can get Lon milk from, I think it is. Alright, that's cool, but unneeded. Yeah, this is why you need the Hylian Shield, because guaranteed, and I totally forgot the button, guaranteed 1 rock will drop on you no matter what you do. They home in. It's bullshit. There's no other way to get up this mountain. So, like, they come pretty fucking quick. God damn, they come quicker than I remember. So the only way to avoid this mandatory damage is to bring the Hylian Shield. Now, realistically, this would crush your spine, but who cares? Once you get to this little edge over here, you're fine. Yeah, see how it dimmed back down? What shot was that? Oh my god. I'm definitely redoing these fucking controls. That's not even a question. I'm not gonna make it, dude. It's killing me. It's actually killing me. Let's hit this. Yeah, that is one thing I don't like about Breath of the Wild, is because all the mandatory items are given to you at the start, pretty much everything else is secondary. Like, the bomb runes are kind of cool, but other than that, you don't really get anything that's like a lasting Zelda item. There's no hook shot, there's no claw shot. It just feels a little lame, you know? You're missing a good chunk of stuff. Here it is. This is how you get into the interior. One way leads into the interior, the other way leads into the Fairy Fountain. This is the Fairies Fountain. So I really wish they would have, like, the usual key selection of items. It doesn't have to be a ridiculous amount, but it would make everything about the game a little more interesting. It would give it more of a structure, which would make it worth revisiting, you know, the usual. Because there are no traditional dungeons. There's just 4 divine beasts. Welcome, Link. I am the Great Fairy of Power. I'm going to grant you a sword technique. Receive it now. Does this give you a magic meter? I guess not. You mastered the spin attack. Hold B to charge your weapon. Release B to unleash a wave of energy with your spin. If you want to release energy without charging your weapon, just rotate. Yeah, I hate doing that, but sometimes I'm really good at it. When you charge power for a spin attack, magic power will be consumed. Pay attention to your green magic meter. Hey, boy, you're a messenger of the royal family, aren't you? Next time you're in their neighborhood, you should drop in on a friend of mine who lives by the Hyrule Castle. Yeah, I know where that is. It's at the dead end. She'll surely grant you another new power. When battle has made you weary, please come back to see me. Oh, there it is. Okay. You can get the doubled magic meter. I forget how, though. Ho ho! Looks like you've grown up a little bit from the Great Fairy's power, but you still don't really look like the hero who will save Hyrule, at least not yet. If you're going back down the mountain, I can lend you a wing. Come here and grab my talons, and hold on tight. Sure, let's go. I don't think there's any reason for us to stick up here. There is that one wall I didn't bomb. Actually, there's 2, which have Skulltulas behind them, so maybe I should have done that. But, whatever. I actually could probably really quickly run back up and get it. Is that it? I think so. Let me go back. I want to get those Skulltulas. Actually, how many am I at so far? 7, yeah. I need all the ones I can get. And then we need to go get the Deku stick upgrade. I forget you need to do the vertical slice in order to kill them effectively. I hate these things. Probably like the easiest enemies in the game, and I cannot hit them for some reason. I'm like jumping cockroaches. I can't get it! Are you serious? I hate this. I'm moving on. I think if you don't claim the token, it respawns. I need the boomerang in order to get it. And then for some reason, when you're older, you can't use the boomerang, even though in Smash Brothers, Link can use it as his side B. you have to use the hook shot, which you do get fairly early on as Link, as adult Link. Which is why you're able to access Gerudo Desert so early. You don't need Epona. You can use the hook shot. It's just when you use Epona, it's cooler. Let's go by Lon Lon, speaking of Epona. Let's get Epona song, because we do need that in the future.